and welcome to our channel. For those of you new, my name is Dave and I work in financial services. Now these videos are a mixture towards financial freedom, financial well-being, so you, like me, can reach your goals sometime in the future. Now let's get into this latest video. Now this latest video is about my self-invested personal pension plan for the review of August 2024. Now I do have a workplace pension, but I'm restricted on the contribution I can make from an employer. So I pay 4% into the scheme. The employer pays 3%, government pays 1%, so 8% through basic auto enrollment scheme. But I'm limited, 1, on the amount of contribution I can make to the scheme, but 2, the type of funds I can select. So I have my own Sipp, so I can pick my own contributions, my own funds, my own investments. So let's dive into the aims of the portfolio. So what are we looking to achieve by investing in a Sipp? Well, annual yearly growth of 10%. We're looking at dividends of 2024 of £5,500. I'm looking for a year-end portfolio value of around about £117,000. So how have we done in the month? Well, we're already up on expectations. We started at 135,556. We finished at 135,200. Slight loss in the month of £356, but year to date we're up 21.03%. A quick comparison to FTSE 100 is up 8%. So what sort of contributions do we make to the scheme? Well, we normally pay £250 on the first of each month, and the government will give us tax relief as a basic rate taxpayer of £62.50 as a free money. Our platform providers charges fees of £16.77, which is about average, as it's based upon our percentage of our portfolio. And if you look at the following graphic, predominantly based in financial services, around about 50%, and then next one is technology, around about 12%. So where is the holdings held? Well, when we started out, we were predominantly UK based. We are reducing that on a gradual basis slowly. So the following graphic, UK and Europe, 78.74%, USA and Americas of 18.97%, and Asia and emerging markets of 2.28%. Now, onto the dividends what we received. Now, unfortunately, we received no dividend during the month. But year to date, shall we say, our yield across our shares have given us 4.77%. Year to date, we've made £3,762 against a forecast of 3,666. So we're nearly £100 better off than what we forecast. We will have a very good month in September because the banking results have been announced. So we'll make about £600 to £700 next month. But it just goes to show not all your dividends will come in the same months. There are going to be peaks and troughs, but it will average out over the year. So let's look at what we hold within the portfolios. First of all, let's deal with our shares. The shares in our portfolio, it makes up 76% of our portfolio. Total share values of 103,282 across 15 shares, 12 in profit, 3 in loss, of which 66% is in the FTSE 100 and 10% is in the FTSE 250. So let's look at what we hold. Now they're all long-term holds. I see no reason I'm going to sell any shares in the particular or foreseeable future. They were bought for a particular reason. Just switch off, hopefully give us some growth, but will give us some very nice dividends which we reinvest into most of them shares. Our largest holder is Aviva, the insurance company, 4,866 shares, £24,500, 18% of our portfolio. Had some very good results recently, giving it a yield around about 8-9%, but it will pay in dividends in September of 11.9 pence. But it is cash rich, hence the reason why it's paying a nice dividend. But everyone needs insurance, whether it's for your home, your business, or workplace pensions. Our next holding is Lloyds Banking Group, 36,296 shares, £21,000, 16% of portfolio. Has struggled lately, shall we say. It's got to 60p and then gone back down again slightly. But again, it will pay a nice yield, around about 4 or 5%, and it will pay a very nice dividend during the month of September. Who knows what will happen with the banking sector if interest rates reduce. Margins may well be, shall we say, reduced, but the banks are still making very good quarterly profits. Away from the banks, we own Greggs the Baker, 291 shares, £9,300, 7%. Very cash rich, pays a very nice dividend, is expanding away from the high street, but mainly, shall we say, forecourts, petrol stations, retail parks, but a very good growth company. We own HSBC, we've done for a global bank. 1,231 shares, £8,200, 6%. Again, very cash rich, and quarterly dividends have been reinstated. We'll pay another quarterly dividend during the month of September. Drax, shall we say, the biomass producer. 1,284 shares, £8,200, 6% of our portfolio. Again, it's very cash rich, making a very nice profit, and it does pay very nice deals. But who knows what will happen, shall we say, with subsidies towards that sector in future. But shall we say, it was done for a specific reason. Back on the banking sector, we own Barclays. 3,172 shares, £7,244, 5% of our portfolio, but like Lloyd's, very good results, very good dividend payable during this month. Back onto the insurance sector, we own Legal & General. 2,098 shares, £4,970, 2.7% of our portfolio, but again, some very good results during the month. It's going to pay us an interim dividend of 6% or 6p a share during, shall we say, the end of September, but a yield of around about 9%. Now, away from the banks, we own Shell, the oil and gas producer, 150 shares, £4,000, 3% of our portfolio, and we own BP, 542 shares, £2,300, 2%. Now, everyone needs oil and gas. They're going through a shake-up, shall to renewables, but those two companies pay us very nice quarterly dividends, and it will be invested within other funds within the portfolio. We own Sainsbury's, the retailer, 1,291 shares, nearly £4,000, 2.8% of our portfolio. Everyone needs to eat, shall we say, everyone needs food, has been on some kind of a turnaround, but it does pay a nice dividend, shall we say. And then one company which we see as a growth company, JD Sports. We own 2,500 shares, £3,500, 2.5%. It's very cash rich, has over £1 billion in cash, has been expanding in Americas. It has struggled because of what happened recently, but trading results are out. The results were very good, although margins were somewhat suppressed. But it is paying a very small dividend, but it is a growth company, and we are up 100% since we bought that company. Now, smaller companies we own Penn and the Water Company, probably our worst performing share because of what's happened in the water sector. Who knows what will happen in future, but it was done for the yield. It does pay good dividends. It was cash rich before a restructuring. We own AJ Bar, the drinks provider. We put £1,000 in, we're up 20%, but again, a very good company, but it is a growth company. We own AJ Bar, the platform provider. Again, a couple of £1,000, but assets under management are growing, companies growing, customers are growing, shall we say, whether it's on the platforms or through advisors, and it does pay a nice dividend. And Card Factory, again, very good presence on the high street, very cash rich. It has started resuming dividends recently, and it is expanding. So a nice collection of shares, okay, primarily based on financial services, what we know about, but we can just switch off. And as we said, we're getting some very nice deals during next month. They were all done for long-term reasons, and as we've said, we see no reason why we're going to sell any of them shares in the foreseeable future. Now remember, they're my own personal opinions. If you like the videos, smash the like button, subscribe to this channel. Now let's look at the funds we hold within the portfolio. Now, with regards to our funds, we've simplified shelf. We own 3 funds, 2 in profit, 1 in loss. The funds make up 24% of our portfolio, so £32,800. Our largest fund is a Fidelity World Index Fund, nearly £16,000, 12%. It was done for diversification, owns about 3,500 stocks across, shall we say, the globe. It's given an annual return around about 10% a year, but the fees are very low of 0.12%. We can just switch off. And we have increased that during the month through our notable contributions. So we paid an extra £370 into that share to diversify in the UK, but it was done for a reason. We own a Legal & General Technology Fund, owns about 1,500 shares, worth £14,000, 10% of our portfolio, and it has had a very good run, shall we say, after struggling during 2020. But who knows what will happen with the tech sector. But again, We were done to diversification solely to give us some exposure to America, and the fees are very low, around about 0.1%, and it does pay a small yield. Our fund that has struggled though is a Bally-Griffith Global Growth. We put 3,000 in. It's worth 2,754, so 2% of our portfolio. Quite selective, about 35 to 40 shares, long-term holds, but it has struggled. We keep saying when it gets back to £3,000 in profit, we're going to take the money out and put it into other two funds. Why? Because it's got, similar stocks within the four funds, but we're paying fees of 0.65%. So it's one, to reduce the fees within the fund, and obviously the funds are giving us better returns at a much lower cost. But again, the funds were done for diversification because we were solely 100% within the UK. Now we may well top the funds up in future, as say Fidelity World Index or the technology funds, to give us exposure away from the UK. But apart from the Global Growth Fund, we see no reasons why we're going to sell any of them funds for, let's just say, the foreseeable future. But remember, they're my own personal opinions. Now, the video is not to boast or brag or say, look at me, I've got a six-figure portfolio. It's to give people hope and ideas. If I can build a portfolio of six figures, you can too. Invest on a regular basis. Okay, pick simple ETF funds or high-yielding shares, but make sure you invest in a tax-free wrapper, so all dividends are tax-free, or your gains are tax-free. The rules are there, shall we say, for your pensions, take advantage of them. But it just goes to show you can make a substantial portfolio if you, shall we say, invest on a regular basis and you stay consistent. Remember, if you like the videos, smash the like button, subscribe to this channel, and we'll see you again in the next video.